Every single day, there's a ton of boat accidents going down worldwide, and today we are breaking down some weird ones from early 2026. What causes this stuff? People messing up or busted equipment? Alright, let's dig into it, shall we? You're witnessing quite the hairy moment here, mate. This catamaran snap its moorings, yeah, and the waves are absolutely pummeling it straight over the rocks. I mean, seriously, should be completely smashed to bits if the crew hadn't fired up the engine quick enough and just beat the bullet. Ramming into the pontoon instead of the stone, honestly, in a split second like that, if you gotta make the call, it might be dodgy, but hey, sometimes a bad choice beats total disaster in it. So here's the thing, if you own a boat, listen up. This Norwegian guy shoveling snow off his boat when boom, he slips and falls straight into the frozen lake. Poor bloke tries scrapping the boat to climb back up, but it's way too slippery. Thank goodness someone nearby heard him screaming and followed him out just in time. Honestly, if nobody had heard him, well, you don't want to know what could have happened, mate. Next, here's Captain of Luxury Cruise Ship Season Guy, right? But man, he's making some serious blunders docking. Later reverse, so he drops anchor hard. Thank God it stalls before hitting shore. Man, the ferry's creeping into dock, right? But dude, the crew totally botches the landing, technical mishap or whatever, and boom, the whole hull gets cracked. You can literally see these knuckleheads didn't even bother rigging up the rubber pumpers, Talk about sloppy work. They are gonna be seriously out of pocket for this stupidity, no joke. Looks like it's way too late for them to make amends now, honestly. Alright folks, let's head on over to our next stop. A gorgeous little island off the coast of Croatia, where, get this, an unmanned inflatable boat is literally tearing through everything in its path like some killer underwater bulldozer. Oh my god, I bet the owners of those boats is smashing into are having a total meltdown right now. Seriously, can somebody please kill that thing? Nope, just let it stubborn beast water quit until it runs out of gas, man. Well, our poor chap's having a rough day with his boat in it. Let's see how he does with that paddle. He nearly took a dip, but no worries, all's well made. Good lord, what in the water is going on here? I reckon that our board motor out there just ain't got enough juice to fight this current. Man, this is seriously bad. Well, that's basically a gentle smooch from a mega yacht worth tens of millions of bucks hitting our little dinghy. Like, ouch, right. But hey, no worries, we are still all good. Look, speed through a no-wake zone. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna face the music right then and there. Oh man, that hit was absolutely brutal. You seriously needs to think twice about what it just pulled. Well, when you're drunk steering the boat, you better watch out, buddy. Look, I think you should have turned back. Cause this guy's gonna take you straight to hell, Oh, no, hey buddy, you got up there, get me back on the board, man, I'm about to fall off. For crying out loud, just chill, dude, you got this. Look, losing control of the helm. Yeah, that's seriously sketchy business. The boat's just there and where's the owner at? Anyway, lucky for this guy, he pumped into these two genuinely good dudes.
Just one guy? Yes. He's shooken up. He says he's okay. Greg's got him on the sled. He's responsive.
He's like duty arm tossed, and these awesome bros managed to grab him just in time, help him recover, rest up, and boom, the guy actually makes a full comeback and continues his whole adventure. Jeez, what a mess! They seriously purchased leaving the dock and smashed into something. Talk about tight squeeze, right? They really should have janked all those mud flaps on the left side, and honestly, dude, they totally screw up operating the bow thruster. Like, come on. That's what caused this whole fiasco. But hey, at least they'll probably learn a thing or two from this epic fail, you know. Oh man, a little boat in India capsized and sank, backed away over Kaba City with passengers and kids total chaos. And get this, not a single life jacket. Thankfully, another boat rescued everyone just in time so everyone's safe. But honestly, water safety on these shuttle boats is sketchy in crowded countries, and there's been some real disaster. Well, she's never cause it's her first time, just wants the captain diving with her, that's all. The captain's looking pretty steamed, mate. Something must gone down with the guy. But hey, keep your cool. Call you already dreamed that boat twice, would Hey, listen, if you're not in as killer shape as this guy, for beef's sake, you better lock down the latch there. Good grief, lucky there aren't any gnarly steep drops, or Bertie wouldn't be catching his breath so easily, know what I mean? Man, talk about seriously hairy situation. So this tourist boat pulling into this tight squeeze whip into other vessel, right? And there's this sailor who's literally teetering on the edge, trying to push the boat away to avoid a collision. But oh man, his foot gives way and he takes a tumble straight into the water, practically right next to the propeller. Phew, thank goodness he came out okay, but seriously dude, if that prop had caught him, I mean, we don't even want to think about what could have gone down there. The good skipper right when waves come, they turn the boat all face into aim, then head back to target. That's it, mate. You know the theory, but frankly, you're no practitioner yet. Now what about these guys, huh? Look, fortunately the boat stayed afloat, but boy, that engine's completely dead. If a real storm hit, they'd be tossed, plain and simple. The byliner? That is nothing but trouble, honestly. Good grief, that tacky raining scared him half to death. I'm trying to know if he could even climb aboard using that. In such a cramped waterway, tugboats gotta maintain safe clearance, you know. But honestly, that seems nearly impossible, and collisions like this keep happening all of the time, I'm afraid. Oh my god, a speedboat in Indonesia just sank mid-river for some reason. Tons of passengers were aboard, some still trapped inside, total chaos. Honestly, these people don't prioritize safety at all. They like emergency exits and life jackets, and passengers don't use them anyway. Authorities need to seriously crack down on this. Fella's nut is a killer, mate. This bloke forgot to lower the crane before crossing the bridge. Gosh, luckily nobody got hurt cause the bridge was backed. A wooden boat with 6 fishermen sank after taking on water and the pump failed. Luckily, nearby boats rescued them just in time. Man, they really need to maintain their gear regularly. Next time, they might not be so lucky. Dude, man, did you bad news on Anthony that toss alone could get a full grown guy into some serious hot water. So one guy's going downstream, the other's going upstream. They're gonna crash, right? Well, yeah, pretty much Dick. But honestly, mate, steering a boat here, that's nothing for these guys' piece of cake. Look, standing near time morning lights is seriously dangerous. Please keep your distance. Well, would you believe it? A Norwegian vessel had a bleeding LNG leak thanks to a faulty valve actuator of all things. The whole mess went down in just a minute, and here's the kicker, our safety crews jumped on it like hawks and they nailed the containment. Zero casualties, zero environmental damage. Lucky break, right? Good grief, what the heck is going on with this gangway to the ship? Look, buddy, you literally got just one way in, no other option, period. Gosh, there are a ton of passengers cramming in here, and honestly, the whole mob squeezing in single file. Man, it's like the apocalypse is showing up right now. Look, there's been a nasty collision right in the harbor, and honestly, mate, I haven't got a clue why it happened, but the impact was fierce enough to absolutely rip that Turkish flag vessel to shreds. The reports haven't come through yet, but geez, the damage looks absolutely nani. They had themselves quite a dramatic island expedition, mate. I mean seriously, just 5 bloody minutes and boom, water's pouring in, their boats going down like the Titanic. Thank goodness the passengers had their life jackets strapped on proper, and Mother Nature decided to cut them some slack that day, so rescue went smooth and better. All things considered, though folks definitely got themselves an unforgettable experience out of it. This dude was all pumped to dive in, but man, his splash became the punchline when the water turns out shallow as heck. Though gotta hand it to him, the guy actually wore his life jacket, no joke. Wow, how did this crazy dude get a boat on top of his car like that, huh? Think the cops all not him. Jeez, I'm hoping he still gets to hit the water today. Oh boy, that's definitely not what seafarers want to encounter. They would capsize in a flash. Nobody had time for life jackets. These Bali waters are seriously wicked, so you gotta stay sharp out there. Thankfully, the weather was clear and a nearby boat rescued them immediately. Yeah, that was absolutely harrowing for those folks. Gosh, so these two boats stumbled onto what seemed like a pitfall anchorage, except plot twist. It's actually stuck on a sandbar. I mean, this greenhorn skipper obviously doesn't know the water hears from Adam. But honestly, it's all good. Nothing we can handle right.
Well, our boat's stuck in the
Man,
middle
this
of
has gotta be
nowhere.
the worst day since he got that boat, I swear. Geez, next time the guy really needs to bring some beers and snacks or something to kill time while we are stuck waiting around like this. Oh man, so this boat hit some rocks and got damaged, right? Lucky there was another boat nearby to help, but those guys were experienced at towing, so they rushed it and nearly endangered the other boat nearby. Holy cow, who in their right mind till that ferry ram like that? That's a full blow receipt for disaster. Alright, let's what if this fella can actually hold his wheel up this godforsaken slope. Oh man, yeah, that's mission impossible right there. Thank heavens nothing's gone south so far. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. I'll bring you more boat collisions so you can learn and correct your mistakes.